Stop. Yeah, there was like a robbery that happened a little bit ago, and they were asking questions, and so, not at my place, thank God.
Oh my
And
God,
so
I'm so sorry.
so going, no, it's okay. Literally not, it didn't affect me at all.
No, no, no. I feel so bad because I realized I was like searching and like I thought that you had joy. Like we're both just, it's all good. It's all good. You're here. You're so
Thank you
excited.
so much. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, we love you, Laura. And I have to say, like, I'm just gonna like gush over the oral treatment for a second. I absolutely loved it. Like genuinely, just as genuine as our Izzy is. Like I appreciate it and loved this movie so much. I was telling everyone that I'm gonna watch it when it comes out again this Thursday. I want a 2, I want a 3, I want, it's so good.
You are literally just making my day. You know, I'm so close to it because I produced it as well, and I've seen this film 500 million times. So I literally, there comes a point where you're like, is this good? I don't know. Am I horrible? So I'm really excited that you enjoyed it. I am genuinely so excited about this movie and excited for fans to see it. I have music in the movie as well, so like I'm excited for them to hear the songs in context of the movie. But I love this movie so much, and I'm really excited. It's coming out in 2 days.
Yes, no, I'm telling you, it's so good. I can watch it 1,000 times and still love it. I think it just, you know, apart from just being a really fun, heartwarming, you know, funny rom-com, I think that it's like playing around with so many tropes, and I think that it's like also breaking some boundaries, and I just really, I just loved it. I loved it.
I think, you know, one of my favorite parts of it, because I'm glad you just said that, was I think we don't take ourselves too seriously in the way where we pay homage to some of these other films that we've had. The regular girl meets prince in a made-up country film before. That's my favorite genre. I'm not sure about you. And so I think like paying homage to that, paying like, you know, I think we also very much want and are happy that we're part of now the Netflix rom-com multiverse.
Oh yeah, it is a thing. It is its own thing. You know, it's like the MCU for rom-coms. It is
100%. So like we referenced Moldovia. You know, I think I just had so much fun making it, and I do think that does come across when watching it, which I love.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I was like, oh, I want to be with these girls in the kitchen drinking wine, making pasta.
That was actually one of my
I was
favorite
missing my
scenes of film.
girlfriends. Yes, I think, well, that's the whole point. I think that, yes, you have Prince Charming, who's, I actually think that, you know, you could take away his royal status, and at the end of the day, you have two people who are just learning from each other and growing from each other.
Totally.
And the fact that he's a prince is just sort of like a fun little cherry on top. But
no pun intended. Love the cherry picks. Yes.
I gotta work it in. I gotta work it in. But at the end of the day, it's like that's what we love about a love story, right? Is two people who really complement each other, and that's what we get here. And I think that's beautiful to see, and I think important to see too, because we have, you know, I want my nieces to see this movie. I want them to learn from it and soak it in, and to see and to learn from Izzy and be inspired by her. She's just such a fun character. Like, what's your favorite, like, what do you admire most about Izzy? Because I can name, like, I have a list of 100 qualities.
Okay, first of all, can I just say thank you? You are so kind and so lovely, and I am like absolutely just beaming by all of the love you're giving this film. So thank you. Yeah, you know, I think, and to your point before about Izzy, about how at the end of the day this film, you know, is just about two people who fall in love, among many other things. But one of the things that I feel like we also tackle is identity, right? Identity and stuff like, what is my identity as an individual versus what is my identity with my family, and dealing with that challenge that can happen. Obviously for Prince Thomas, he is in an arranged marriage. You find out a little bit more about why that arranged marriage is happening. And so I think that aspect of the film is something that I hope people can learn from and connect with and figure that out, because that is a really hard thing to learn.
Oh, it is. And you're always learning that, aren't you? And I think that's the whole cool thing. I think that Izzy, like, even though she learns a lot throughout this journey, I can see her. That's why I can see this being like such an amazing franchise, because I think she's one of these characters that will continue to grow. I think she's like one of these women that, you know, the growth never ends. I think, and I think she's self-aware of that, and that makes her very just genuine and authentic.
Oh, thanks.
I just really love this movie, Laura.
I know, I love this love. I think, exactly right. And I think we do end the film with, I 100% think we could continue the story for sure. Because I know I certainly have a lot of questions.
Yes.
But we do end obviously on a conclusion. I think for Izzy, she is just so 110% herself, right? Mm-hmm. It's like she's not pretending to be anyone else. She is herself. But in some ways, I think because of that, she also holds herself back of like,
oh yeah,
thinks this is who I am, and I can't amount to anything greater than that or anything different than this box that I'm even putting myself in. But I love that Thomas really inspires the dreamer aspect of her. She has that part of her personality, and she kind of buries it a little bit because reality is harsh, and reality can put you in a place of making it challenging to dream. And so I think being in Lavania, meeting Prince Thomas really just reignites that part of her personality. And also, I just love how opinionated she is, and like,
it's amazing.
And she loves wine.
She loves wine, as do I. I think also, to your point too, there's a strength to her that is very apparent from the first time we meet her, but also it's a great reminder that even the strongest of us or sometimes we give so much of ourselves, and we see that with Izzy. She is such a giver, and I think that she's realizing that her needs are valid as well, which is a beautiful journey to go on. And I think that's something that strong women, like, as strong women, we tend to kind of forget. And we need that. And, she's surrounded by a lot of support and love, but sometimes even when you have that and you're not asking the right questions, or you're not sort of realizing that you're giving too much, you need that little push. And that's what kind of Thomas does. And it's just like, I loved it.
Honestly, like, this has made my day. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my gosh.
I agree with everything you just said. I feel like you are absolutely, completely nailed what I try to do with Izzy and what we try to do with Izzy from the film. So I'm so
oh, it comes through, baby. And also, I just want to say too, that the supporting cast in this film is so fun.
So good.
You also have these other, you have such fun other female characters.
Are absolutely, Chelsea and Grace absolutely killed it.
Hilarious.
Honestly, our whole New Zealand cast and crew are just so fantastic, so amazing. Someone in the cast actually mentioned to me that typically when out of like international productions are filmed in New Zealand, maybe this isn't true anymore, but it has been true, where a lot of the times like New Zealand actors get kind of like waiter number two, they're not really lead roles. And so they were saying, which is something I actually didn't know, and they were saying to me that they were so excited that with this movie, most of the roles and a lot of the very, very big supporting roles were obviously all New Zealand actors. And I feel very grateful we had them. Like, they are so talented and so funny. We just have a host of actors who were so lovely and just brought so much to this movie and to this table, because these supporting characters are so important to the film. Very
and like the B stories that are going on are fun, and they're refreshing too. I think that, and just when too you think some of those like B story plots are going to have women being pitted against each other. No, 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 no.
I was like, absolutely not. I'm never into that storyline. I think it's stupid.
It's so stupid. And that's why I think, like, you know, again, we're doing some really refreshing things in this film that make you love every second of it. I think in a lot of rom-coms, when I go back and I think of even some of my favorites, I'm like, I could fast forward through bits, you know, there, you know, and I'm like, oh, let's just go back to the two mains. But in this film, it's like every little morsel moves the story forward, is super fun and important to see. So that was, I really much appreciated that aspect of it as well.
You are so
It's coming from the heart. It's easy. Like this is, I'm not even like looking at my questions because it's like, it's the type of thing where when you have a genuine response to a film, it's just like, this is easy and fun right now.
I am like blown away because I'm so close to it. So I am very much like, I don't know. I'm so proud of it. And so excited for people to see it. But I don't ask me if it's, I don't know. Don't ask me about the quality because I'm very biased. Like I think
Yeah.
And it's, you know, I love it so much. But hearing you say all this stuff, I mean, is just making me so, so happy. You know, as a producer, I love being part of that aspect of a film and of a project because I'm very, very much a control freak.
Yeah.
But one of the toughest things is, and you kind of find this in music a lot as well, you never know when you're finished. Like we're only finished because we have a deadline to meet. By the way, sorry if you hear, there's like gardeners. So,
oh my gosh, it's fine. Oh, don't even.
I'm rocking it and we flow away. And so, you know, I think for me, you know, I watch it back and I'm kind of like, if we had time, I would tweak this or do this or blah, blah, blah. But I'm so proud of it. And again, part of our entire team, our director, Rick Jacobson, killed it. We have my mom, sister, and I produced it with this amazing New Zealand producer, Chloe Smith. And then our post-producer, Rose Doherty, freaking killed it. Like we just have so many people on this list and crew that did such an amazing job. And I am so, so grateful.
Oh, that's amazing. I had the pleasure of chatting with your sister for Saving Zoe, and we were talking about the beautiful collaboration between the three of you. And are we going to see more producing from the crew? From the
I mean, we're
Marano crew?
We have a lot of projects that are in development. It just goes down to like making them. We're like, who wants to make them with us? So we are very thankful for this movie coming out because I do think, you know, it is such a different movie from Saving Zoe as Saving Zoe I'm proud of, but because it is so different, most of the projects we have, I don't know, actually most of the projects are neither in Saving Zoe's vein nor necessarily the Royal Treatment's vein. We have a couple, but I'm excited for people to see this project and hopefully I want to see more from Calabrian Road, which is our production.
Yes. Well, I think it all comes from the heart, like Saving Zoe, and I think what they both have in common is they're both, you can tell like when you're watching both films that it was a collaborative journey, that it was created in a safe environment. I think we're like seeing all of that stuff coming through. And it's just so cool to see. It's so cool to see.
Side note, I think because I can't see her, but I'm seeing comments about it. I think my mom is watching. So shout out Marano. Watching.
Proud mama.
I agree. I think it definitely, we are very much like we want projects and we're interested in projects that we feel very connected with in some fashion that come from our hearts. Exactly.
Yes, exactly. And I think that like we're seeing more of that's the content that thrives. And that's, you know, we want more of that. Well, this has been so lovely, Laura. I cannot tell you. I'm gonna, you know, I know you're just a busy gal, but before I let you go, I always love to end with this question. I know it's a loaded one, but you know, it's a big one because I feel like there's so many, but you know, we love to just uplift and support each other as women at Cherry Pecks. That's what we do. So that being said, are there women who are currently inspiring you right now who you would just love to put on everyone's radar who's watching? I know there's probably so many, but maybe some that need a little extra love, or someone where you're just like, oh, I really want to collaborate with them, or
Oh, you're so right. There are approximately 5 million. And Selma Blair, I think, is
Ooh.
so incredible. She won an award at this awesome Hollywood Reporter event that was celebrating women a few weeks ago. And she is just fearless and funny and like fierce, all of the F's. I'm not sure why I went so alliteration. And female. I could not feel more inspired watching her. And I follow her on Instagram. Everyone should follow her on Instagram. There's also an amazing documentary that she's in that's about her, that you definitely should watch. She's just incredible. Very, very much someone I would love to collaborate with in any way, because I think she's incredibly inspiring.
Yeah. Oh, I second that. That's very cool. Yeah. Talk about someone who she's had such an incredible career. She's worked in this industry for a while, and the way that she has created her own path
and handled her diagnosis with MS. I mean, she is just like awesome.
Oh yeah. It's so inspiring. Oh, so inspiring. I saw her at before Omicron came and went crazy. I saw her at a restaurant and I was like geeking out. I was like fanning. I was like she's just like, and I feel like she has that presence too. And you just like
something about her. She's just like, she is incredible. Like there's just some, I think about her that throughout her whole career where you're just drawn to her. And right now is no different. She's amazing. And I would love to work with her.
Well, let's manifest that. That's what we do. So we have to put positive manifestations. Oh man, I love that one. Oh, well, Laura, you are a delight. I can't wait to talk to you again. The Royal Treatment comes out this Thursday on Netflix. I hope you're doing something to celebrate this beautiful project and your work in it. We're so thankful for you and your work. Just keep doing it, please, please, please. And just was lovely.
This was so lovely. Thank you so much. You are so kind and so sweet. And I'm very excited for this movie to come out and people to see it. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes. All right. Have a lovely rest of your day.
Bye.